The Director of Public Prosecutions, Noordin Haji, recently told us that the strategy of his office is now to go after assets, assets suspected to have been gained or purchased from corruption money. Now, not many Kenyans took that statement seriously. Even fewer Kenyans realized the implications of that strategy. However, Kenyans are about to find out exactly what it means to impound assets suspected to have been purchased using corruption money. Now, let's look at a bit of background so that we understand exactly what's going on here. And let us start with a comparison of the way public prosecutions was carried out in our country before and how it is being carried out now. In the past, the strategy was what I will call kwenda rokota huyo mtu. Translation, go and pick up that guy. What evidence do you have to convict that person you want to go and pick up? I can hear you ask. The response of the old DPP office? What evidence? This is the arrest stage. We'll sort out the evidence stage later. Unfortunately, this is the same strategy still being used by police stations countrywide. Anyway, let me stick to our topic of the day. That one of cop stations, maybe we'll look at it another day. So this person is picked up. After being picked up, the next stage is what we call in Kenya, grilling. And it is not the grilling we have these days, where you have experts, auditors, accountants, who have compiled long reports, and interrogators rely on those to question somebody. A case in point is the latest record-breaking grilling of the finance CS, Treasury CS, Bwana Henry Rotich. The main tool in the grilling in those days were not reports or files or documents. The main tool was something called pliers. Yes, that thing you used to turn nuts and bolts and so on. Now, when this particular tool is used in a certain part of your lower body, on an organ that is almost ball-shaped, you will tell them what they want you to tell them. And you will make whatever confession they want you to make. Now, I've compared notes with Hezron, and we both agree that there are only two Kenyans still on the political scene. Two Kenyans who managed to recover and move on and did things with their lives, after that pliers grilling. One of them is Professor Anyang' Nyong'o, the current governor of Kisumu County. And the other is a man very well known to Kenyans. His name is Raila Amolo Odinga. You know, a man can swag into a room and claim that he's a man, and huff and puff and blow a lot of hot air. In sharp contrast, another man can quietly walk into a room and they will not need to say a single word. You just look at them and you realize this is a real man. That was the old DPP. Now the brand new DPP that you're witnessing today is a very different ballgame. These days, the pliers are absent. They're not there. They've been replaced by thinkers and great legal minds in the land. Let me just give you evidence of this with an example. There's a man called Philip Murgor. Now, this lawyer has had very many great achievements in our country. His haters or his critics will say that he's too much of the ends justifies the means kind of lawyer. But whatever anybody says, this is a lawyer who gets results. And when you hire a lawyer, you don't want anything else except results. Murgor first burst into national limelight defending Putney, of the Goldenberg scam fame. But at some point switched camps and became the Central Bank of Kenya lawyer against Putney. Now, Bwana Murgo was appointed to the DPP's office. And he recently resigned. But then my point is, that tells you the caliber of people the DPP office is taking on. And it also very clearly points to the new kind of pliers, if I may call them that are being applied at the DPP. Now it has become very clear, especially in recent times, that prosecuting corruption suspects is a very uphill task. You need to confront our criminal justice system and the judiciary, which clearly has not been able to shake off decades of bad habits. And these bad habits come out very clearly when you hear that so-and-so has gone to court and they have successfully stopped an investigation against themselves. Now, it has been famously said that the law is a part of your anatomy that I don't want to mention. However, this is too much. It means that I can go and rob a bank violently in broad daylight, and then rush to court and stop any investigation against me. Yes. Anyway, with those kind of challenges, the thinkers at the DPP have had to come up with new strategies. And for some time now, they've been looking for the right strategy. I believe, and I mean all indications are there for all to see, if you look closely enough, that they have finally arrived at that killer strategy. Okay? As I was coming in to make this recording, I received news that will blow your mind, and make huge headlines in the next few hours or days. And it can all be linked to this brand new strategy. And I'm going to tell you exactly what it is immediately after the brief upcoming commercial break. Don't dare go away. Welcome back. Now, prosecution can take long. Gathering of evidence is very tedious because you want evidence that will definitely nail your corrupt suspect. All that takes time. And meanwhile, the people you want to take to court can rush to court and get all kinds of injunctions, including one to stop you from investigating them. So, simple new strategy: get some new kind of pliers, not the old metal ones. Yeah, get these brand new pliers in quotes, where you're going to be able to hit those people where it hurts most. Now, there are all kinds of legal loopholes that would make it difficult, not impossible, that would make it difficult for you to be able to force somebody to explain to you where they managed to purchase this, where they managed to purchase that, etc., etc. However, it is very simple for you to walk to a person's house, yeah, and impound a lorry, yeah, or even impound another asset, and then say that those assets have been purchased from the proceeds of corruption. That kind of strategy forces that person, yeah, that corrupt person, to explain, yeah, how they acquired this particular asset. And normally that's an uphill task. The main reason why it is such a difficult thing to do, yeah, for the person, the corrupt person to whom this has happened, is because they will need to give you information. And this information is going to nail them for other things, many other things, other than that particular asset you have impounded. In other words, let's just take an example. Kumekucha Chris is a corrupt person. The DCI has come and impounded his 50 lorries. Okay? It will be in the best interests of Kumekucha Chris not to try and get back those lorries. Because in producing my bank statements and my sources of income, etc., etc., yeah, to show exactly how I purchased those lorries, I will actually be giving investigators evidence against me. So what people will tend to do is that they will huff and puff and send their lawyers to court, yeah, just for show. But otherwise, they cannot dare produce evidence to get back the assets. And this is a strategy the DPP are using. Now, of course, this does not mean that investigators cannot continue their investigations. Yeah, even if you refuse to provide, yeah, proof, yeah, which is what they're waiting for. Even if you refuse to provide proof, yeah, of how you acquired those assets in the right way rather than through corruption, investigators can still continue to gather evidence against you. And meanwhile, some of your cash cows have been crippled. For instance, if you're using those lorries to earn income, now you can no longer do that. So in a way, you've been weakened. In my view, brilliant move, brilliant strategy. And it begs the question, why wasn't this started a long time ago, when the fight against corruption started? Why? Anyway, so far, yeah, the DCI has impounded, wait for this one, 48 vehicles, yeah, linked to the 21 billion dams project scandal. Now, my information indicates that 30 of those vehicles were impounded at the parking lot of Mitchell Courts building in Nairobi, while 18 others, yeah, were nabbed at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. As I make this recording, those 30 vehicles, yeah, most of them double cabin vehicles, which were intended to be used for the dam projects but have been diverted to personal use, and some of them personal ownership, are being very closely guarded at the Mitchell Courts building in Nairobi. But here's the bombshell, and you'd better sit down for this one. The DCI, the latest I've gotten over the last 1 hour or so, the DCI has impounded over 10 trucks, yeah, in Elgeyo Marakwet, yeah, that was supposed to be used in the dam project, but actually they belong to two names. Yeah, let me just put it like this: two of the closest names to Deputy President William Samoei Ruto. Folks, I believe those who doubted, yeah, the DCI boss, Bwana Kenoti's statement recently, will now have to rethink their position. Because as you know, Kenoti famously said, I will send some big fish to Committee Maximum Security Prison. It appears that was not hot air after all. Let's wait and watch this drama unfold before our very eyes. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.